Hello and good morning. Welcome to the first entry of a new series about my experience collecting retro achievements and my quest to hit 100,000 points. Because this is the first video in the series, let's get the long-winded overview of what I'll be doing out of the way. I love retro achievements and been collecting them for a few years now. If you don't know what they are, here's the website on screen. This site is community driven and gives achievement support to classic retro games from as early as the Fairchild F all the way up to the GameCube. Thousands of games are currently supported on the service, and you can just go to any of their pages, look at the achievement set, boot up the game in any of the supported emulators, and just start collecting, assuming you have the correct version of the game. And also, a lot of these games have leaderboard support, which is very nice. In each video, you'll see me play a wide range of games across all different kinds of platforms. This is about what I find fun in the moment, or just want to check out. You may see me feature a game in multiple videos, and go for the mastery, or I may just start a game, play it for 10 minutes, and say, you know what? I don't like this, and I'll drop it before I unlock a single thing. Everyone's journey with games is a little bit different, and this series is going to highlight that. And now, without further ado, let's go to Alex from yesterday who recorded all these games, and get achievement hunting. Thank you so much for that beautiful lead-in feature, Alex. This is past Alex speaking now, and today we're starting at 20,461 total points in our profile. I have about 2 hours to game today, and I've picked out 3 games to play. One game I'm already in progress with the set, and 2 other games I've never touched before. Let's have some fun and see how these games are. The first game I'll be focusing on right now is Katamari Damacy on the PS2. This is a set I'm already pretty deep on into. I've completed the game, got a few other little side objectives done. In fact, this achievement set's pretty simple. It's just beat the game, collect all the things, and do some little challenge things here and there. I'm going to be focusing on getting Comet for Star 3, 4, and 5. Comets require you beating a level usually pretty quick, in about like half the time the timer says. There's some variances, but I'll kind of go over that as I hop in the levels. Otherwise, if I can get some gifts or pick up everything in a certain category, awesome, but I'm only focused on getting the comets, so let's just go ahead and hop on into the game. Okay, we're on Katamari Damacy, going for the comets on stars 3, 4, and 5. Should be super simple. These are earlier levels. I'll have to beat star 3 in 4 minutes, star 4 in 6 minutes, star 5 in 8 minutes. Should be completely doable. If you've never seen this game before, it's very simple. You start with a very small ball here, and you gotta roll up things to make a bigger ball. And the bigger your ball gets, the bigger things that you can roll up. And it's quite a good time. So we have 4 minutes to make a 50 centimeter ball, starting at a total size of 10 centimeters here. Should be very doable. And again, if I get the achievements for finishing off collections, of picking up all items of one type, awesome. But that's not our focus. But my collection book is getting pretty full now. I'm at like 83% completion. So I should just be naturally getting a lot of these. So let's just kind of roll around and see what happens here. Yeah, so this first comet I'm going for here actually isn't too bad whatsoever. This is like one of the earlier levels. Katamari Damacy does have like some really weird quirks to it, which you'll kind of like see in the gameplay here, where like sometimes you just get caught on objects, things fly off, and you're not quite sure why. Momentum can get a little bit weird. But outside of that, this level's very chill, and like the game itself is great. This is like one of the best games you could probably play on the PS2. Highly recommend it. This achievement set's really awesome as well. And for some reason, I got really excited over getting some spears. Oh, these spears are big. Oh, heck yeah. Yes, this is like the end of my first attempt here. We just had to get to 50 centimeters by the time the clock said 4 in the top right. And I'm so close here. I'm at like 47, 48 centimeters. Like literally like pick up 2 or 3 more things and I'm good. And I'm just crashing into everything, ruining my chances. And well, you'll hear my reaction here. Damn it. Oh, 49.3 out of 50. Just ran out of time. Alright, we're gonna have to go retry this, but I got it this next attempt. So close. Alright, I'm just gonna spare everyone the mystery of the second run right away. This is the end of it. I did even worse. My brain says I was so close, but I just did worse. It's just tricky. Damn, failed again? Really close, though. We got 45 out of 50. So close. Alright. Third time's the charm. Third time's absolutely the charm. Alright, so this third run definitely is going a hell of a lot better. I'm finding my flow, things are feeling good, and I figure as we have some gameplay roll here, I just want to talk about how much I love Katamari Damacy. I remember learning about this game pretty much the day it launched, thanks to G4 Tech TV on X-Play, and Adam Sessler was raving about this game, and I was like, this looks amazing, I need it. So I had my dad take me to GameStop to go pick it up, and I think he kind of questioned like why I wasn't buying, you know, like a game with guns or cars or something. And, you know, I couldn't really explain to him why I wanted to roll up things in a ball in the middle of Japan. But I'm really glad I was able to go get it. I remember it cost 20 bucks when it came out. Perfect price, and I was hooked. I was hooked for like a week. And honestly, kind of going to the newer Katamaris like in the last year or two, I don't like them anywhere near as much as this one. Something about the levels feel a lot cozier. Just the design is better. The only thing I just don't like in this one compared to the newer ones is the controls. The controls feel very rough and clunky. But beyond that, something about this one just, it hits all the right spots for me. Anyways, let's go to the end of this run here and see how I did. Okay, 1 minute left, but I'm already basically at the comet level. We got the comet. With over a minute to spare, nailed it. Yeah, 309 completion, perfect. Now he's gonna wrap up the last 5 minutes of the stage, see if we get like any collections complete. We're not gonna find out until the level itself is done, so I guess we'll check in after this timer's expired. You're checking in right now. I just remember there is actually another achievement in this level I forgot about, which is for picking up a sandcastle. I'm thinking I probably need to be about 100 for this, probably 1 meter to get it. Would be my guess. I know exactly where it is. I just went over it. It's looking like it's getting pretty close. I think I'm probably gonna get it. There's this little sandcastle here, which I believe I saw a retro achievement for. I just can't quite get it yet. So yeah, like the prior clip just kind of mentioned, I forgot all about these little challenge achievements this game has. There's really not many of them, but there are just a few achievements for picking up certain items in certain worlds, and for World 3, the achievement was pick up the sandcastle. Forgot that was even a thing, until I rolled over the sandcastle and saw it shake and went, oh yeah, wait, I think I remember that being an achievement. So I really kind of went out on my way to make my Katamari as big as possible, in hopes of getting it before the time expired. But yeah, a lot of these special item achievements, I think I have all of them now, actually, because I've played this game since I recorded this. I think I've got them all now. They really weren't too hard. They're actually kind of fun to go for. Just a little bit of a different challenge to kind of spice up the gameplay, which is really nice. Anyways, let's go watch me pick up that sandcastle now. Oh, there we go. Oh, achievement unlocked for it, too, right away. Okay, didn't even need to be 1 meter. Or just to clarify, I went, ooh, achievement unlocked, even though I knew I was going to get it there. Because most of the achievements in this game don't unlock until you finish the level and save. But that one just went, boop, and it was like direct dopamine to my brain, so I kind of loved it. With 10 seconds left about. Let's see if we get anything else cool here. We're already 93 centimeters, so we almost doubled the total size needed. It's looking pretty good. I wonder if I'm going to complete any collections here. We're about to find out. But I definitely got the comet. You got that rainbow. Let's create the star. Alright, doesn't look like we finished off any collections, but we're definitely going to get the comet, and we got the sandcastle. So that's great. That is absolutely great. Beautiful. Alright, now to do star number 4. Or make that into a comet, which takes 6 minutes. So it can be basically the same thing again. Let's see what size we gotta make it, and roll from there. But I'm pretty confident this is gonna be fine. Yeah, so my confidence was a little bit misguided here. I had to get this to 1 meter in like a couple of minutes, And this took me about 45 minutes to do. I had to restart this like 6 or 7 times. This level itself was brutally difficult for me to figure out how to path. I would always get really close to like 80 or 90 centimeters, but I could never quite get where I needed. There are just so many things on this map. Animals running around, huge objects in between all the small ones, and just everything not... You can already see in this footage, like everything just kind of knocks you around in this level. And it was so hard to get the flow. I'm gonna spare you guys a lot of the footage of this. It was brutal. But I did eventually get it. We'll kind of cut right over to there in a second. But yeah, going for this comment made me go, you know what? I'm done with Katamari today. I wanted to get that 3rd comet, but you know what? Or 4th comet, but you know what? Not worth it. Let's just go move on to greener pastures and go on to our next game. Anyways, I'll show you how, like, my 8th attempt at this kind of wrapped up, and we'll move on from there. Did it! We got it. Now let's wrap up the level. My god, that was tricky. I'm stacked. Alright, so just because I got like the required size I needed this level, by the way, doesn't mean I was really fully done. When you start getting really big in these levels, like way above the goal, that's actually prime time to really get as many item pickups as you can for those collection achievements. So I really tried taking advantage of that here. And climbed up this I can't remember if I this run when I was smaller. And now you're telling me you can't? I hear myself bitching in the background, I'm sorry, about like the controls, and like how I was allowed up here before, but now I'm not anymore. I was getting salty, but yeah, this is the prime time to like kind of get all these different items, and I believe I got them here. We should find out like in a second or two. But I think I got a few collections, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I got 3 of them. I got 3 achievements there. See, I got 3 of them. Fruit. Nice. It's like I'm talking to myself. Alright, but that kind of wraps up Katamari Damacy. Here's me getting that last achievement, and we're going to go ahead and move on. Great star. Give me that comment. Awesome. Alright, that's going to do it for the Katamari. Alright, and it looks like we gained about a total of 50 points here. We went from 320 to 370. Gained a bunch of achievements. We got our comments for 3 and 4, which come out to 10 points. Then we also got Roll Up a Sandcastle and Star 3, which is 10. And then I believe we got 3 collections total, which come out to 10 apiece. So yeah, not too bad. It took us about an hour to do that. And overall, that was pretty fun. Now let's go on to the next game. Next game up is going to be another PlayStation 2 title, this time the original Burnout. I love the Burnout series, absolutely adore Burnout 3. I've been loving Burnout Revenge. In fact, I'm almost done with the achievement set for that one right now. Played a little bit of Paradise, enjoyed 2 from what I played of it. Even the PSP one Legends, really cool. But this one I've actually never touched before. I've never played the original. I'm curious what it's like. It's published by Acclaim, which kind of worries me. Acclaim and quality don't really go hand in hand for me. But the achievement set's really small, looks very simple. 10 achievements, 115 points. Looks like you just got to beat all the Grand Prix and win all the face-offs. So I assume it's just kind of do all the single-player content. Not fully sure, but let's just go ahead into it, check it out, see how the game is, and just give this a bash. Alright, here we are, main menu of the original Burnout. Very simple looking. In fact, like, even the logo at the top, it just kind of looks kind of cheap, honestly. But, we're not gonna judge a game by its menu. Maybe it'll be really cool. We got some options here. We got championships, single race, head-to-head, time attack, special. Special has replays. Oh, there's face-off and survival. There are some face-off achievements, so I assume when I play some championships here, Maybe we will unlock the face-offs. I don't know. And we got a few different cars and difficulties. There's really nothing said about difficulties in the achievement list, so let's just kind of go in the sports car. This just seems very middle of the road. We'll be red because red means you go faster. We'll play automatic. Alright, and here are our 6 Grand Prix. Let's go ahead and do it. There's 3 races. Let's give this a bash. I actually don't even know if Burnout 1 has stuff like takedowns and whatnot in it. Or boost. It might just be very basic racing. Alright, so we got gas on X. And... okay. Oh, it's a bit of a checkpoint racer, is it? So can I crash into people? Alright, so we get damage totals for crashing. Very Burnout. But it looks like we can't traffic check. So like in later Burnout games, you can like crash behind AI cars that aren't like buses and semis and things like that. And you can do that to send pedestrians into your opponents and make them crash. But that does not seem to be the case here. In fact, this is a bit of a... oof. This one controls a little bit weirdly. It's not what I'm used to. I was playing Revenge for a while today, a couple hours. And go into this one. This is quite different. That's okay. It's only four racers as well. But no, you can definitely like see shades of like how Burnout transformed into what it became. Just like even just 3 years later, Burnout 3 was out. Like you can see like the shades of it. But yeah, no, this is a bit of a roughie so far. I don't know like how to explain, but like the driving does not feel right at all here. And the music just sounds like just generic royalty-free stuff. It's weird. That's okay. Let's keep going. It's only lap 1 as well. Okay, we crashed a bunch, but we'll see how long an actual lap is here. There's a checkpoint. Still lap 1. As we get the feel for things. I think I'll be able to get used to the driving. Ooh, the blinker's going off is a very nice touch. That's actually something that I've seen happen in The Getaway. And The Getaway Black Monday. And the spin-off Gangs of London. Just using the blinkers to point you the right way. Nice little detail. I like that. Yeah, so honestly, as I play this game, I really don't know like how to feel about it. Even like a day after kind of like recording this voiceover here, I don't know how I feel about this game. I kind of vocally go from it's okay to this game sucks to I don't hate it, like over the course of my gameplay here, and just how it's weird. Like it feels like a tech demo and really unfinished, yet a lot of aspects are like really well done. And sometimes like the controls and the driving feel great, and I'm drifting around corners and dodging traffic, and it's awesome. The next thing you know, like you kind of just drive through an intersection, AI just kind of like speeds on through and crashes into you, and it's unavoidable and super frustrating. Wow, this first Burnout's just kind of like odd. Like it's simultaneously like really entertaining, but also very dull, and it controls really well, but at the same time controls terribly. Like it kind of like fills both roles, and like it kind of swaps between it for like no rhyme or reason. I don't know how I feel about this game. I think I am going to end up finishing it. That was a nice head-on collision there. I think I will end up finishing this one, but... man, it's just... I feel so just conflicted with this game. I don't know how to feel. Did I mention I don't know how to feel? Because I do not know how to feel. Anyways, looks like we're kind of coming up towards the end of the race now. So I will let yesterday's Alex, who was playing this, kind of react to the finish here. Because let me tell you, these races are pretty long. They're like 10 minutes apiece. 8 to 10 minutes apiece. They're pretty long, so let's get that nice live reaction, shall we? First place. Oh my god, they were rubber banding so hard at the end. Woo! Continue. Got 2 races to go. Going into the second race, overall thought, honestly, is that if you took Burnout 3 or Revenge, right, and you stripped away everything that made it really fun, the sensation of speed, the easy-to-acquire boost, the really fun track design, the really good feeling, like, control, like, just the good handling on most of the cars, very clearly pointed out little shortcuts you could take, just all the mayhem, like, if you just took all of that out and you just left, like, the most bare basic of the Burnout stuff in, that's what you get here. Like, if you put this on the shelf and just gave it a title like, this is a racing game, yeah. I actually enjoy the checkpoint nature of it. I'm actually a very big fan of checkpoint racers, which are kind of a dying breed these days. So I do like that. Yeah, beyond that, just really not much going on for this. Alright, so like I was saying in the prior clip there, I just really like the fact that this is a checkpoint racer. I love checkpoint racers, whether you're Outrun, Daytona USA, Sega Rally, Rad Racer even, Pole Position. I just find checkpoint racers to be very satisfying to play. More often than not, like the more I play the games, the better I get with times. It's just, I don't know, they're really fun to me. But yeah, beyond that, I think I was being a little bit too harsh on the game in the moment. I do think this game's a little bit better than like I was thinking it was upon just kind of playing it for the first time here. Now that I've like let it sit and I'm rewatching the footage, it's really not that terrible. It's just very uninspired. Of course, it's gonna feel like Burnout with everything that made Burnout stripped out of it because it's the first Burnout. But I will say the boost meter in this game in the bottom left there is like inexcusable. So, just like other Burnout games, you get boosts for going into oncoming traffic, having near misses, drifting, but the problem is, it goes up painfully slow. I think over the course of doing, like, the 3 races for, like, 25 minutes or so here, I think I got boost 2 times, maybe 3 times, and while it did boost you up about like, another 30-ish miles an hour, it was just so hard to get. Because, like, if you crash, which, mind you, crashing in this game is very easy. The AI, if the AI is like, I'm gonna hit you, they're going to hit you. And I'm not talking about, like, other racers. I'm just talking about, like, the cars in the road. Like, they will just kind of swerve into you at times. Or just kind of, like, gun it through the intersection right as you get to the intersection. If that hits you, like, you lose half of your boost bar, like, right away. So we got my boost here, which is great. I'm able to use it here. And you can see, like, I go pretty quick, but I think this might be the last time or second to last time I actually got boost this session. But yeah, no, it's really cool. When it works, like, you get so much speed. But just getting it back is so hard. I'm sure I'm going to crash any second now. Yeah, there we go. Right into me. I lost control of the vehicle, spun out, and now I'm back down to like a 5th boost, and it's like, oh, come on, man. It's really punishing. But yeah, game's okay. Let's go back to my live commentary as we wrap up this race, though. Okay, so about that live commentary, apparently I was like so unenthused by the end of that race, I just didn't even say anything to finishing it, and I was in 3rd place. Which is fine, because, like, you just needed 3rd place to qualify. So, it is what it is. Anyways, on to the last race. Alright, last race, River City. Position required 2nd place. Okay. Oh, it's credits too, so I guess, like, you probably game over if you're just not good enough, maybe. Interesting. The second track was kind of hell. It was just like a lot of tight turns and stuff. You probably saw like in the whatever I decided to edit into the video. Crashing a lot. Just these cars don't drift well. Like it's just that AI literally just drifted into me. Like come on, man. Yeah, just the handling of the cars, I can't really get over it right now. Comparative to other Burnout games. Alright, so we kind of get towards the end of this race here, and this is like where I get kind of salty, because we're running out of time. This race has been not great for me, and I crash over the finish line, but because I'm crashed, it didn't count, so no checkpoint for me. Game over! Retry. I guess I ran out. I could have swore like my car would have crashed at the checkpoint there. Alright, let's give this another go. I want to finish at least one Grand Prix, dude. Man, this game is... It's kind of mind-numbing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do foresee myself mastering this, but I feel like this is a game that I'm gonna have to tackle over the course of like 6 months to get through its very little set. Yes, like I just said, it's probably going to take me a couple of months to get through this set, even though the game set itself is super simple. You beat the 6 Grand Prix, do the 4 face-off events, that's all you got to do. It's just not a game like I could really sit down and play for more than like 20 minutes a week, I feel like. This would be like a fun thing to pop on and like kind of slowly get better at, but I just don't foresee myself really rushing through this set, but I can see myself bringing it back up in a few more videos, and maybe I'll kind of like gradually grow to really enjoy this game. I feel like this is a game that I kind of start off not totally with, but I think it's going to grow on me. Because, like, even recording this commentary here, I've been slowly growing on it. Or rather, it's been growing on me. If I was growing on it, that'd be super weird. Once again, there's really nothing inherently wrong with it. I just don't think I went into it with the proper expectations. And I think if I can just kind of get used to its little rough controls here and just kind of get used to like what I can and can't do, what's going to cause me to wreck, get used to building up the boost meter more effectively, like I think I could probably get into this one. But yeah, I just don't foresee myself rushing through it. Other Burnouts, yes, like I'm going to finish up Revenge, which had a huge achievement set, super hard. I can see myself maybe finishing up Burnout 2 before this, hopping back into Burnout 3. But I think on the side, I think we'll get this one done eventually. There's that intersection crash. Dude, they just come right, like, just out of areas you can't even see because they're covered with those green arrows, and just, you'll spawn back in. As you can see, you lose control of your car. The game's rough. Like, it's very, very rough at times, but I think it's also kind of part of its charm. And you know what? Considering as I record this game is 24 years old, it really didn't do a terrible job. But then again, I also think of like the competition this game had, like out around this time, around the time this came out. You know, you had Gran Turismo 3 was already out, Project Gotham Racing was out, Metropolis Street Racer, Tokyo Extreme Racer, Sega Rally. There were a lot of really good games that kind of came out like within a 3-year period of this. So, this game really kind of cannot hold a candle to them. But honestly, in its own right, you know what? I think this one will. I think it will grow on me. I'm pretty confident of that. Anyways, let's just go ahead. Let's skip ahead to the end of this Grand Prix. Let's see if I get hit in this intersection first. Yup. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Alright, let's go to the end of this freaking Grand Prix now. Not today. Not today. Then I do that. 5 boost bar. Bruh. I win the Grand Prix? Hey, we got the Grand Prix done. That's enough Burnout. I'm good. I got 1 Grand Prix done. I'm happy. Holy crap, dude. Wait, I also won this face-off? Do I want to try the face-off? That's a big track. No, we'll do this another time. That track's too big. I will fall asleep playing this game. Alright, and Burnout's done. We got our 1 achievement worth 10 points. Journeyman has started. Win the Journeyman Grand Prix, which 98.98% of people have unlocked. Then as you can see, just it kind of starts declining from there. But yeah, I'll definitely come back to this game, probably finish off the set. It's not like the game's super hard, it's just not very good. But that's okay. We have 1 more game we're going to go ahead and check on out today. And that game is going to be Speedy Gonzales on the Game Boy by Sunsoft here. 93 Game Boy release, so like pretty much midlife Game Boy here. 67 achievements, 426 total points, 4,200 retro points. So this might be a pretty tough set to go for. We're going to go ahead and check out the game. Probably play till I get a game over. Looks like you get achievements worth 5 points a pop for just beating each level. And then I guess beating World 6, which must be the last one. And then it looks like collecting all the stuff in each level, and there's like some speedrun achievements here. So a pretty big set here. Damage, or rather, deathless. Never get a game over. So, pretty standard, but looking like it might be a pretty tough game to do. I really wanted to play it because I like Speedy Gonzales as a character, and this looked very Sonic-esque for Game Boy here, this little loop-de-loop screenshot. So I went, you know what? Let's go ahead and give it a go. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Alright, here we are on Speedy Gonzales, original Game Boy game. We'll see how this one plays. We're going to go ahead and just do our best. Ooh, that was actually a pretty nice little intro there for Game Boy. I liked that little animation. Cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop on into it. I think I'm just going to mostly focus on playing through the game and just like play the levels. We'll go till 1 game over. I'm not going to go out of my way to collect all the cheeses and things. I need to play the game naturally first to see if I even like it, you know? The first level's in Ice World? Ice Zone? Why would you put... That's so weird. Like, you normally want the player to get used to the gravity and stuff first. Before you kind of throw them in the ice world, but... Alas, can we jump on people to hurt them? Nope. Okay, you jump on someone, you die. Alright. Very Sonic-y, movement-wise. I presume that's a penguin we're jumping on top of, but I can't tell. We can't hurt the Eskimo. We got we got little goopies here that fall down. Okay. So maybe I use the penguin to come up here, then I do the next jump here? Yes. Okay. And those platforms fall apart. Ooh! Barely hit me there. Dude, this is level 1-1? Holy crap! I'm already out of lives, man. This is, like, shockingly difficult. Like, it probably doesn't look too bad. Let me tell you, the fact that we're starting on Ice World and stuff, like, it's... Is that a checkpoint? Or no, that opened up these blocks, I think. I really can't tell. Dude, we got little Sonic loops here. And Sonic Springs. Okay, this game is not hiding its inspiration. Even momentarily. Also, I wasn't going to collect all the cheeses, but I kind of figured, you know what, why not? We're already here. Okay. look at the bottom right, RetroArt kind of tracks our progress here. Wait. Game over. Wait, don't understand. How am I supposed to not bounce in the spikes? I don't know if I get that. So yeah, as you can probably hear from my first impressions there, I'm kind of shocked at like how tricky this game is. But like, the more I played it, like the easier it got. The controls themselves are actually pretty tight for a Game Boy game. And the design's not bad. It's just, you wouldn't think a Speedy Gonzales game would just be full of, like, traps and death and stuff. But it kind of is. But I'm kind of really liking it. I think this will be a game I play again. I don't know if I'll do it for one of these videos. Or kind of, like, do it on one of my streams. I don't know. But, I've been thinking about this game. I've been, like, really enjoying it. And, like, the more I've sat on it, the more I've gone, you know what? This is, like, a really strong platformer on the Game Boy. It looks good. It plays good. That's how you actually get those, get over those spikes, by the way. The penguins are bait. You just do a nice little small jump over. But yeah, no, this game's actually quite good. But I didn't really make much progress this session, but you'll see. You'll see how far I made it, but it wasn't too far. But I like it. I really do. Oh crap, I gotta make the entire chain. So. No! I'm almost done. No! I was just a few away! Was that like almost deathless? We're getting all this freaking cheese, I don't care. Damn it. At least the timer reset, that was kind of them. Didn't realize these developers had any heart. Achievement unlocked, mozzarella. Fiasco Fiasco. Okay, cool. Let's see how level 1-2 is. Alright, and as we kind of play level 1-2 here, I'm just getting more and more used to the game's controls and like how they design things, and yeah, I'm just having more and more of a good time with this. I'm very low on lives, and like, you know, there's instant death, like above me there's like instant death spikes, and it's super easy to like accidentally jump on into them if you get the jump height just wrong. In fact, this level had one blind jump that got me pretty bad. I don't know if it's gonna pop up in the video or not, but just there's like there's quirks to this game and like things that aren't what I would call really good design, but it's a 1993 platformer for the Game Boy. Like, you gotta kind of look past some things, considering the era and the platform. And this game, like, it doesn't get everything right, but it's fun, man. Like, it's genuinely a pretty good time. But yeah, I more or less kind of zoomed through 1-2. I didn't really find it all too bad. Look at the bottom right. Yeah, I'm like almost done collecting all the cheese, and sure, I just got blown off the stage by a fan I didn't know was there. But you know, it's part of the experience. It's part of that early 90s platforming experience, you know? Parmesan. Noise. And chill weather. That's our 4 achievements so far. Okay, and here we go. Level 1-3, the last level I do for the session. Really enjoyed what I played at this level. It was very fast-paced. As you can see, we have falling bricks here and some precision platforming. Super fun little level from what I was able to do. But as I was playing this, I was thinking to myself, how would I have ever played this on like the original gray brick Game Boy, which has a super blurry screen, no backlight, no warm light or like street light's gonna help you see the action on that screen for this. Just, it's too fast motion. But, you know what? This would have been a very good little Super Game Boy title back in the day, I guess. But on real hardware, oh my god, I just kind of thought about how gross this would have been. And it's gone. Huh. Unless that was like a speedrun achievement one. Game over! Oh crap. Damn. Nah, I'm good. Played that for like 15-ish minutes, give or take. The more I kind of got more accustomed to the controls, the more I was getting into it. But still, that is a brutally difficult platformer, because I'm only on World 1. That's really hard. A lot of instant death stuff around here. It's very obviously inspired by Sonic with the springs and the loops and all that. But yeah, it's okay. I'll probably come back to this one again myself. I think I'll come back to this and see like how far I can actually get with a real run. But as like a way to just kind of try it out, that wasn't too bad. Speedy Gonzales, I don't hate it. What an endorsement. Overall, we unlocked 4 achievements in the set for Speedy Gonzales here, worth a total of 14 points, beating stage 1-1 and 1-2, alongside getting all the cheeses for those first 2 stages. The cheese only being worth 2 points a pop. Feels a little bit low considering the amount of effort it takes. But, you know, I digress. No big deal. But yeah, that's what we did so far. And wow, very low unlock rates on the 1-2 cheese. I'm surprised. But yeah, that's Speedy Gonzales. And overall, we earned 6 achievements worth 50 points in Katamari Damacy, 1 achievement worth 10 points in Burnout, and 4 achievements worth 14 points in Speedy Gonzales, for a total of 74 points, bringing my retro achievement point score up to 20,535. So not a bad little session, and for this first entry here, I'm super happy. I think all 3 games were really solid picks. I will definitely be back to Katamari Damacy and Speedy Gonzales, maybe for this video series, but definitely for streams or my own leisure. And then Burnout, once I let that game set in a little bit more with me, I'm probably going to come crawling back to it and finish off the set. Because honestly, the game's not that bad. I felt a little bit down on it, but I kind of like it. And seeing as this is a brand new series, for those of you watching that made it this far, thank you so much. If there is anything you want to see in this series, let me know. Whether it's more edits, more voiceover, less edits. Just, you know, help me out with the format and forgive like any little issues like audio and editing. I got to get back in the swing of things, doing things like this. And this is like just me kind of diving headfirst into just doing it. But I think that about covers everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. In the description down below, you'll catch my social media links on X and Blue Sky, and also my streaming links. My Twitch link will lead you to my modern gameplay, multiplayer games, things of that nature. And then over on Kick, I do exclusively retro, which includes a lot of retro achievement hunting. So, if you want to catch me live, awesome. And if not, feel free to hit the sub button too. I will for sure be doing some more retro videos, and hopefully, you know, you guys enjoy where I bring the series. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys again in the next one. Y'all be good, and as always, toodles, y'all.